Alright, you guys, so my guest today goes by the name of Lil Sly Foxx. He's a comedian coming out of Norristown, Pennsylvania. Here's Lil Sly Foxx. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, I'm a 27-year-old comedian out of Pennsylvania. Yeah, I've been in Pennsylvania for the majority of my whole life. And I went to college out at ASU for about for about 3 years. I was in college. You see what I'm saying? Like from 18 to like 23. You know what I'm saying? But it was like a bunch of classes I was taking. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it is being in college, man. You don't really know what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like, yeah, absolutely. You just go into it kind of just like rolling with the punches, figuring it all out. But, you know, college ain't cheap, so we gotta make those moves and figure it out pretty quickly if we don't have somebody watching over us in terms of financially like that.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And, financial aspect of college, you know what I'm saying? That was never, a thing that I like, me having to constantly work this one job that I had, you feel me? And like, I was just like, yo, forget this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now I dropped out of college, like, when I was 23 and I went to this Dion Cole show, like completely by accident, you feel me? Like, and I didn't even know like what like stand-up comedy was or anything like that. But I was just walking down the streets and, next to the ASU campus. And it was this comedy club called Stand Up Live. You know what I mean? And it was a bunch of people outside gathering around and stuff like that. And I'm like, why are there so many people coming out to see it? You got all the girls coming out and stuff like that. You about to see this comedian Dion Cole. There's a picture on the wall and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I go up to the show, and it was the best time of my life. Man, I was cracking up the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just, that was probably one of the best times of my life, man, because I had discovered what I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying, which was do stand-up comedy. So, yeah.
You saw Dion do it and you said, you know what, man, this is something I could get down with and do the exact same thing.
Right. Yeah, yes, sir, yep.
You had never gone to stand-up comedy in that environment. You'd never seen it like that in full firsthand like that. And it was just that spark.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I was looking at a lot of other, like, people who like came up before me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, they were saying how their purpose, like, it stumbles upon them by accident. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
And that's how I feel as though comedy, like, happened with me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's an absolute blessing, man, Isaiah. That's how things happen. We figure it out and then you stumble upon it. And that's sort of how it happens anyways. You have to allow that, you get tunnel vision on what you're doing. And then sometimes you figure out along the lines, you know what, this isn't even what I want to do. And then you see something else. And if that catches your eye and catches your spark, you got to allow that freedom to at least dive into that. And that's what you did. And here you are, a successful comedian, and you're making moves, man. And we found you because, you're making those moves and you're attracting eyes and audiences. And so here we are today talking with you.
No doubt, bro. And the thing about that is, just to continue on with my story. So after I found out that my calling was stand-up comedy, I said to myself, okay, how can I be as successful? Because I'm not as successful as, the guys that are big time, like Country Wayne, Desi Banks. That's what I want to be. Do you see what I'm saying? But I'm looking at what they're doing and I'm trying to mimic that, you know what I'm saying, in a way where I could get some type of online following. Do you see what I'm saying? To one day eventually have shows a couple years from now. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's the blueprint that I'm following. It's like DC Young Fly and guys like that. You know what I mean? So even Lil Ray had a little. Say that again.
all power to the player with social media. The good thing is, if you don't have all that management behind you, you are the management. You are the mastermind behind the operation. So you could get that social media following just off of the material you create, value creation, and just putting out that material. The more you put out,
Yes, sir. And the thing about it is, bro, like, and like I said, my calling is stand up. And this is how you know if something is truly your calling. You know what I'm saying? Like, every single day you be thinking of like different skits. You know what I'm saying? Like different skits to do, like what different jokes you want. And it's not nothing that's forced too. Like, it's just something that's just in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, to make people laugh. You just like, making people laugh and stuff like that. Like even all right, let's just say if I post a skit and it'd be like 10 comments, that don't discourage me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm pretty sure like in your case too, like if you interview somebody and if you put it on whatever platform that you're dealing with, even if it gets 10 views, as long as you took it in yourself to put that interview out or whatever like that, that's the true testament to, to your passion. Right.
1,000,000%. You have to be all about it when nobody's looking. And the way I see it is, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So how can I get a big audience if I'm not paying close attention when it's from the bottom up? You gotta do it right. The way I say it is, there's no shortcuts to the success. So I gotta make it look right from the beginning, and we'll go from there.
Definitely not. Yep, definitely not, man. And yeah, man, I just been I'm just not looking back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just doing this I'm only like big on one platform, which is Instagram, because that's what I've been primarily focusing on. You feel me? But I got like 50,000 followers on TikTok, but all of the material that I put on Instagram, I just copy and paste it on TikTok. You feel me?
Right. I feel like everybody's probably doing that.
Right. But I mean, like, I feel as though if I were to prioritize TikTok and actually make content exclusively for TikTok, I would have been blue on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because TikTok is really easy, bro. Like, to get a following, it's really easy. You know what I'm saying? So Instagram is really where it's at. Do you see what I'm saying? So, TikTok is something that, I'm not really like that big on it. You know what I'm saying? I think Instagram and YouTube is the thing that I'm really starting to, I got to implement something with that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't figured out quite what it is yet. But, like, once I get to that YouTube, it's a wrap, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a matter of days. You know what I'm saying?
You got something there already, man. You got a lot of skits. You got an audience. It's there, man. So maybe just transition that and start putting it there and build from there, man. So let's talk about the material and the skits you make, man. Can we get into that? Right. Let's talk about these skits that you create, man. Are you the director, the writer? Can we talk about the team?
Bro, I don't have a team. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no team, bro. That's how determined I am, bro. I be scrapping. You don't understand, like, the people close to me, what I put them through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, yo, let's do the skit and let's go here, meet me here and stuff. That's what I be saying. You know what I mean? Like, but that's how you know I'm so passionate. But when you first starting out, that's the way it gotta be. You feel me? Like, like, you gotta be the main one really passionate about it. And that's the thing that's going, like, stir a lot of people away from their ambition and stuff like that. Because it got to be you. Then once you get to a certain level, where it's okay, you got hair by yourself, then that's when, you know what I'm saying? Then that's when, like, other people are going to come behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all it takes.
No one's going to support it or give it all that. They're going to say all this stuff from the beginning, and then when you start to do it, it's going to be like, oh man, we knew you had it in you, so you have to do it for yourself. Right.
It's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can curse on this.
Yeah, you can.
It's all bullshit, man. Like, it's a lot of people that just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I got one person in my corner that's always next to me. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister. You know what I mean? She records the majority of my skits. You know what I'm saying? Like, nice. So I even have to pull her hair coming out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it just takes that one person that really believes in you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So
that's it, man. As long as you facilitate your relationships and it works out that way, and sometimes it fits you. That's awesome, man. Shout out to your sister, man. That's awesome. You guys are they look great. So it's a good team. You guys got a good team dynamic, and that's what you need. A team dynamic. No matter what, you either one man army or you find somebody that you can operate with well, and you go from there.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Very inspirational, Isaiah. So you are a one-man army for the most part, besides the fact that you got help from your sister with regards to putting the material together and filming, because we all need a filmer to create the material. But you're the mastermind. Right. You're thinking of this stuff. You spend all day thinking about it, and you're completely indulged in the whole environment and just the material. That's awesome, man.
And it's just, and the thing about it, bro, I've just always been that person ever since I was a kid, bro, that just like fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like make believe. Like, it may be basic to a lot of people, but just being able to create a scenario, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like just being able to, let's just say if you want to make it like it's a fire, like your house is burning down, you just, you know, you just create, you know, you just panic like, oh my house, you know what I'm saying? Like you create anything. I just like that, like fantasy, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always been a movie person, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, acting, that's another thing that I got a lot of tattoos, and I got one on my face and stuff like that. I don't know if that's going to, you know, take away from the fact that, you know, I won't be in no movies, but hopefully that's my dream, man, to really be like an actor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's my long term goals. I want to be in if I could get one movie with Will Ferrell, oh my gosh, man, like that'd be my dream, bro.
That's a dream come true right there, man. You know what? They got makeup if they had to cover it up, and if they had to use it for a character with regards to the tattoos, man, that's not a problem today. Maybe
what I'm
20,
saying.
30 years ago.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they really want you, you know what I'm saying? Like, then it'll be it. But yeah, that's really my goal, bro. If I could get one movie, like, it don't matter. If it's a Tyler Perry movie, I don't even care, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my dream, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I love movies. I love acting. I love fantasy. You know what I'm saying? I like writing. I write a lot of jokes, you know what I'm saying? I write all my skits and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So this is something I'm not doing this because like I want to impress people or stuff. Like I'm doing it because this is just in me, you know what I'm saying? Like, so,
absolutely.
You know, I'm pretty sure you can relate.
Oh man, absolutely. And not only that, but you're managing two things. You're managing your own production company for the most part, because you're the master.
Yes, sir.
You got to edit it, you got to chop it, you got to send it out, you got to market it, and then there's the aspect of you also managing you yourself as the brand. So you're managing all these things, you know, on your own shoulders.
And that's another thing that I'm learning too, sir. I would say, because I keep changing my name, man, my Instagram name. Like, I changed it like 20 times over the past like year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just stick with this one name, Isaiah Green Live, because I had a nickname before. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of messing up my brand. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just stick with this, just Isaiah Green Live, and just go from there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I was just doing some reading on this, man. Like, they were saying, if you want to get some consistency and help build a little bit of that, give that push, you want to have a linear consistency with the name, right? If they're going to find you on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, it's gotta be the same name. They say if you want to do a little bit of that extra. But I hear what you're saying, man. What was the nickname before? Did you say that? What was your nickname?
It was Sly Foxx. You know, it was different variations of Sly Foxx. It was like Sly Foxx Live, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it was all these other Fox and stuff like that. It had Fox in it because one of the best, greatest comedians of all time, in my opinion, is Red Fox. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But he was one of the main ones. Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying? Paul Mooney. You know what I'm saying? Like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. These are guys, comedy specials that I looked at. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. You know what I'm saying? So Red Fox was probably one of the best ones. So that's why I patterned my name after that. But just Isaiah Green, because you look at all the great comedians, bro, like you think about them, they all have original names. You know what I'm saying? All the real big ones, like Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? Chris Tucker, they all don't have nicknames. Do you see what I'm saying? So absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to pattern off of. Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome that you keep moving forward. You keep rolling with the punches and evolving as an artist, because the thing is, people get stuck on like the name and this and that, and then they start to slow down. And with you, it's like, we got one name, we're going to change the name, we're going to use this. Even though you're changing, you're always going to evolve. You're allowing that space for that evolving, and then you're building from there. And that's what it's all about, man. That's how you get to that point, because all of those people you just named, I'm sure they had a similar thing. I mean, you hear it a lot. All my favorite comedians, when I hear them talk, they'll be talking about how they used to show up in suits because they wanted to look like another guy, or leather jackets. And you know what I mean? They're like, man, how funny did I look, man? How corny was that I was even doing that? And so you don't even see that.
Crazy. It's crazy too, man, because one of my first, I would say my second, because I had comedy shows. All right, so when I first moved back to Pennsylvania after I dropped out of college. You know what I'm saying? My mind was set on doing stand-up comedy, but I had no following. Do you see what I'm saying? So I was just going to bars in Pennsylvania, just trying to build my name up and stuff like that. And
Right.
this is how you know how passionate I was. I was having these shows. Nobody really was coming out. You know what I'm saying? And here I am wearing a suit. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Like, nobody. You know what I mean? Like wearing the suit and stuff like, and I have persons make fun of me too. I'm like, damn, I really put time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really put time into this, but
it's like the first day at work where you got everything tucked in the new folder. Your first day at work, everybody's like, they know it's you. They know you're fresh.
Right. But the thing about it is, though, man, like I wasn't being me. That's not me with those. I was just copying off of the other comedians that I was seeing doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like now I just know to dress how I dress. You feel me? Like just normal. You know what I mean?
You guys. Check them out. You weren't being you. That's what it is, man. We got to be ourselves, and then moving forward.
That's what it is, man.
You allow it to come together because you can't fabricate it. You can take inspiration, but once you start to fabricate, people read that, whatever it is. People see right through that.
You're right, bro. Yep. It got to be completely authentic, man, which is the main reason why, like I said before, my name is just Isaiah Green. Now, it ain't no Sly Foxx or nothing like that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's 100% me, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And
be yourself, man.
Yeah, be yourself, man. And you know what? At the end of the day, sometimes we do things like that. We go with names because we need something, maybe an identity to start off with. And that's not to say that's what you're doing, but you went with a name that felt right, and that felt right. But it's cool that now you've evolved and you're using the name, and it's all it's changing and it's working out. That's awesome, man.
Yes, sir. And I truly think, bro, God has a purpose and a plan for everybody. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, because when I was in college, bro, I was really confused and stuff like that. I was trying to figure out why God sent me all the way over here to go to school and stuff like that in Phoenix, and I was trying to figure it out. But I'm thinking about this right now. If I didn't go to school, you know what I'm saying, in Arizona, I don't think I would have discovered comedy. You know what I'm saying? Stand-up comedy. Right. Do you feel me? Like, right. I think God had that plan written out. Do you see what I'm saying? And me having a nickname, God, he said, okay, you had a nickname right now, but, you're going to realize that you need to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And, ever since I started being myself now, it's like my product has gotten much better. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting to get interviewed, like, way more. Yeah, I'm pretty, you've seen it on my Instagram. I had about 4 other interviews. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's just more life to me, man,
More life to you. It feels much better anyways, because it's like they say, once you start to lie, it's harder to keep up. I forgot what the exact saying is, but if you tell the truth always and never, you never have to sort of make things up all the time, right? And so that's the same thing. Yes, when you're always yourself, it works out. Yep. You're able to build. You're able to just say it eliminates all of that. Because, I always say, fuck being self-conscious, fuck being all that stuff. You got to just do it, put it forward, and let it build from there. Yep. And so with regards to that, you move forward from there.
Yes, sir, man. Yep. Yes, sir, man. It's just 100% authentically me, man. I'm pretty sure you had to go through the same stuff. Whereas though you probably had other people that interviewed people and was like, yo, I'm going to do it this way. But you got to just learn to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. You know what? We once you eliminate all that stuff, all that identity crisis type of stuff, and we all go through that. I went through it. Everybody that I know has gone through it, and I think the people that don't say they go through it, they're going through it at the moment, man. Because we're always trying to find our place on this earth. We're always doing things.
Yes, sir, man.
And failure, you have to be willing to take failure and build from it. Because if you take failure and you allow yourself to identify with that failure, misery loves company. It's going to be hard to get out of the quicksand. So you got to look at the positives,
yes, sir.
Right?
Yep. Yes, sir, man. And during this whole quest of me being a comedian and stuff like that, I noticed that some of the friends that I grew up with in the past, they're not in my life no more. But I've talked to other people, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to build themselves up and make themselves their own brand. They said that happened to them too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, so it's just all part of you evolving and a part of your evolution. They're not used to your evolved self. You know what I'm saying? They're used to that past version of you. You feel me? So, yeah, man.
A lot of people will be like, you changed, man, but you know what? You're just smarter and wiser and sharper, and that's the thing, bro. You start to notice, it's like they say, man, if you lay with dogs, you're going to wake up with fleas. You know.
Yes, sir.
So we gotta, if we're getting wiser and smarter, and birds of a feather flock together, man. No matter what, you're gonna start laying with those dogs. You're gonna be waking up with those fleas. So if people say you changed, but you know you changed for the right reasons, well, you know where you're going.
And to continue on what you said about the birds of a feather flock together, I've noticed ever since I started doing this comedy, and ever since I started doing these skits. People of influence been DMing me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say no names, but some people that's been up there have said, keep it up. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like other stand-up comedians been giving, other stand-up comedians been like giving me advice. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? Like I know it just takes one person, man. That's all. It just takes that one person. You know?
That's how you know it's working, when people start to show that respect, because those people are so busy. They don't have time to give advice to every guy that's like, hey man, give me a little, they want to give advice to the people they know are actively working their way up, and they'll say, hey man, you know what, I like what you're doing there, do this a little bit different. That's inspirational. Yes, that's real nice. That makes you want to keep going, because your inspirations, people in your atmosphere, your environment. You think, man, I was hanging out with these cats back in my life, and now here I am, this guy's reaching out to me, showing respect for what I'm putting out. Man.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Can't everybody come with you at the top, bro? And I haven't reached the point where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, my long-term goal is to consistently travel doing stand-up. But right now, I just got to lay the foundation and just attract more people to, because right now I'm just an Instagram comedian and stuff like that. People look at my page and, oh, he's just funny and stuff like that. But, it's going to be some piece of work. Yeah, it's going to be some piece of work that I do that people are really going to take me serious. Do you see what I'm saying?
I feel your belief, and I see your belief in your material, man. So I know what you're saying, and you have that, and people are going to see that, man. And I respect that about you. That's why I reached out to you, because like I said earlier, how you do one thing is how you do everything, and just your material, the passion's in there, it's all there, man. So anybody who finds that can pick that up and turn that into a TV show right away, because you're not slacking. Right. You're not just like a guy. It doesn't come off as a guy that's like, hey, look at me, put me on your thing. It's like, look at me, I got something. I got something good, exactly. so be on the lookout.
And I be getting some crazy comments, where he's like Young Martin and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They call me Young Martin and stuff like that. I'm trying to I got a lot of surprises, and I got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stopping for nobody. Like, this is my dream. This is my calling. It's just going to get better from here. You know what I'm saying? So
check him out, you guys. Check him out. Isaiah Green.
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
Very nice, Isaiah, man. How can we find you on social media, Isaiah?
So you can follow me on pretty much all platforms. Type in Isaiah Green. All right. If you don't see nothing, all right. So let me just say this: IG Isaiah Green Live. That's where you can mainly find me. Isaiah Green Lab. At Isaiah Green Live. Okay. On YouTube, it's gonna be Isaiah Green comedy. Just type in Isaiah Green comedy, and you'll have a YouTube page that pops up. Now I'm gonna go hard. I'll probably say in a few days, you know what I mean? I'm going to upload way more content on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to just get going with that. You know what I mean? And on TikTok, you can, it's Isaiah Green Live too. So it's only 3 platforms that I'm on, but mainly follow me on Instagram.
Okay, very nice. Well, I think everybody that's listening to this is most likely on Instagram. So check them out, you guys. Get them on Instagram. We got your social medias. It's been an absolute pleasure, Isaiah, to hear your story and hear your words, man. The audience is going to love to hear this, because this is the stuff they need to hear.
No doubt, bro. Yeah, man. Thanks for the interview, man. Thanks for having me, man. It's an honor. Most definitely, man.
Likewise, Isaiah. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you, man. All right, Isaiah. I think it's been a great show, man.
Hey, bro. Thanks for the interview, bro, man. Like, I had 2 other ones that was just like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say yours is way more professional, man. It was like I had these other 2 guys, like, they were like, had people talking in the background, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, yours is much more professional, man. Thank you.
I don't know nothing about that, man, but I respect my guests, and I was excited to have you, and so I appreciate you for jumping on mine, man. I know you're a busy guy, so we'll get you on again in the future, man.
No doubt, bro. Hey, man, keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know where to find you too, man. Send me all your YouTube links and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? Like, cause I didn't even know, like, your show existed. I'm just doing research with it now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Thank you, man.